Is it possible to beat Five Nights at Freddy's 3 without cameras? Now, I'm not lying to you, this is by far the most requested video I have received from my audience, I think ever on my channel. Ever since I started doing these challenge reaction videos, everyone is saying this is the best one by far. So, without further ado, we're gonna give it a watch. I think I already understand why though, because how the hell do you use no cameras in FNAF 3? That's the only thing you do in this game! There's not even anything else you can interact with if you're not in the cameras, right? Other than like repairs, but like what's even the point? Because all of them are like pretty much for using the cameras. Anyway, let's find out.
Alright, when you hear the words Five Nights at Freddy's, what do you think of? Probably like weird animatronic furry cameras. You think
God,
of
dude.
cameras.
I love it. I gotta say, the best part of all of these Chicken Ninja videos is the first minute with all of the weird, distorted, AI-generated, sometimes FNAF clips that he uses with Markiplier specifically. They're so damn funny.
Hopefully. In almost every single FNAF game, there's some instance of a camera, whether it be for tracking animatronics, shooting at you, or doxing people. The cameras are always a super useful feature in each game, but what if we just don't use them? And better yet, what if we don't use them in the game where they are literally the most important thing for us to use? Five Nights at Freddy's 3.
Also, I just saw the release date. Wow, I just kind of paused that at kind of a cool time. This game is 11 years old? That's crazy, man.
Wait, what the f was that? You can't just cut halfway through the intro card.
Can you take a look at this real quick?
If you're coming right now, let me see it. Let me see.
What?
Now, see, it's even better when they're not AI generated. That's just real, man. That's just Mark, man. That's just Mark.
That was the wrong one.
Glad to meet FNAF 3 with no cameras. Ooh, good one.
Oh.
Yeah, no, DJ Stir Freddy did it.
Oh, yeah. I did say that.
Alright, see you next year. You better have a decent idea by then.
Wait, hold on. I really like this game. Can I just do this one? It's gonna be really cool, I promise.
You know what? Fine.
I am still here.
That's right,
That was a cool
nobody's gonna
animation.
stop me from having the worst ideas possible. Not the random voice, not me, and especially not a dead British pedophile in a fursuit.
Yeah, so again, you have to do audio calls with the camera, so you can't do that. You cannot lock the vents. You cannot do anything. I'm almost struggling to understand how this is like even a challenge. It feels like you know what it feels like? You know those videos back in the day that people used to always post, Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing? Like, isn't that like literally what we're gonna be doing? What type of agency do we even have?
So, you heard that right. In today's video, we are going to be beating Five Nights at Freddy's 3, but under no circumstances am I allowed to use the cameras. The rules for this challenge are going to be very straightforward. We must complete every single night in Five Nights at Freddy's 3 without ever opening our camera panel. If you somehow don't know, in FNAF 3, moving your cursor to the far right of the screen will cause a box to appear. Clicking on said box will open the camera panel, which is home to many crucial features, none of which we can use. And to make sure you understand how absolutely painful this challenge is, it's time for the return of the attempt counter from the FNAF 4 video.
Okay,
Let's
good.
go! This counter goes up every single time I die and will always be in the top left corner. Also, throughout the video, we're going to be playing a game involving this attempt counter. At the beginning of each night, I want you to go down to the comment section and guess how many attempts the
Okay, guys, do that in my video too, please, if you can. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. And while you're down there, you should maybe follow my my Twitch channel at the top of the description if you want to come hang out with me live.
night will take. If you get it right, I don't know. As always, if you want...
If you get it right, I will give you a free head pat during my next stream that you tune into, okay?
Want to see all the uncut footage for each night, that's going to be available on my second channel, Chicken Ninja 43, and there's also going to be a link in the description to the video.
That actually sounds horrible.
So with all that said, let's just get this challenge started with night 1.
Damn, I forgot how many animatronics.
Before I say anything...
Actually, there are no new animatronics that get introduced as you're going throughout the nights of FNAF 3, are there? Maybe one? And not really though, right?
About this night, of course, massive shout out to the legend himself, DJ Sturf. As you could tell from the intro, he did this challenge a while ago, and I really wanted to try it out myself. So again, shout out to the king, DJ Sturf. Now, getting back to night 1, it is physically impossible to die during this night.
Nice.
The only animatronic capable of
Okay, so make your guesses. How many times do you think he's gonna die in night 1, guys? I think my vote's gonna be, I think, like 11.
killing us in this game is Springtrap, and he's not
Hey,
coded to
thanks for the
spawn
follow,
in.
Coffee Addict.
Other animatronics known
You must have listened to the directions of following me on Twitch. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope to see you later.
as phantom animatronics will spawn later in the game starting on night 2, but they don't kill us. They just give us lung cancer.
Oh, okay.
What I'm trying to say is I could easily beat night 1 blindfolded in Burger King with 5 warrants out for my arrest. That's not my next video, by the way. So
That would be cool though if you did a jump cut and you actually did that. Dude, the video retention rate would be even higher for this video.
I have nothing to say about this night. I'm gonna take this opportunity to explain the game's map, as well as why this challenge is going to be so insanely difficult. First off, here's the map. It consists—
Dude, again, I'm just more like, why though? Like, I'm glad he did it, clearly, because the why is so insane that it makes me want to watch, but like, bro, you're like not even playing the game though, right? Like, what? Huh?
of 10 different main cameras, as well as an additional 5 vent cameras, and also looks like a man when you flip it upside down. Obviously, the whole point of these cameras are for tracking Springtrap and ensuring he does not reach our office either by walking there or by taking a vent. This is made worse because, much like Five Nights at Freddy's 2, this game does not have any doors we can use to protect us.
Yeah.
Instead, the player needs to utilize kid noises to keep Springtrap
Which you
away
can't
and
use.
seal off vents to ensure he doesn't take a vent.
Which you can't
The
use.
kid noises or audio lures are pretty simple. We select a camera we want Springtrap to go to, and if he's close enough to it, there's a 6/7 chance or 86% chance for him to be attracted to the kid's voice.
That's actually really good.
The problem is—
I mean, not that he's attracted to the child's voice, but you know that he listens to directions really well. The odds are good for you, okay?
these audio lures are only available if we open the camera system, which means we can't use them.
Cool.
Hold on, it might not be too bad. What about the vents? Taking a look back at the map, we can see the 5 different vent paths. The Cam 11 vent connects Cam 9 to either Cam 7 or Cam 1. The Cam 12 vent connects Cam 7 to Cam 1. The Cam 13 vent connects Cam 5 to Cam 1. The Cam 14 vent connects Cam 10 directly to our office. And finally, the
That is
Cam
cursed.
15 vent, which connects Cam 2 directly to our office as well. So if Springtrap is on any of—
Dude, anyone else like look like okay, do you see my mouse cursor right now like over here? I'm highlighting this. I'm circling, or I guess I'm squaring around this thing. What does this remind you of? Comment down below. And before someone says like the Twin Towers, that's not what I'm talking about. I don't know. When I see that, I think about like, what is it, like rank like 31 or 32, like level 31 or 32 in Black Ops, the like the 0 prestige rank picture. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like the freaking little silver lines thing. It looks just like that, I swear.
these cameras, he has a chance to enter a vent and will play this noise when doing so. When we—
And yes, I know, by the way, it's not a Black Ops made thing. I know it's literally from the military, okay? I'm not that dumb, even though I do reaction videos, okay? I'm not that dumb.
hear this noise, we need to open up our camera system, toggle the vent map, find the vent he's in, and double click it to seal the vent and force him back out.
Which we also
oh, yeah,
cannot do.
that uses the cameras.
Oh my god.
So yeah, we can't move Springtrap around at all. We also can't stop him from killing us at all. But you know what I can do? Sit in the office and watch The Game Theory.
Nice.
Psychologically manipulate a small young girl to be my
Oh
like
my
What the
God,
fuck?
bro.
Okay, maybe not that. The whole serial killer trying to kill me thing is gonna need some strategizing, but for now, I don't care. I sit in the office for 4 minutes because this night is 2 minutes shorter than the others, and now it's time for night 2. It's also time to start panicking.
Oh, dang it. I thought it was really going to be 11.
Fazbear
deaths.
Fright Horror Attraction,
Dang
local
it.
amusement park is getting ready to scare your socks off with an attraction based to solve the mysteries of Fazbear Freddy featuring me, god damn it!
I'm not mad Freddy.
Came back for another night.
Me too, man.
You know, to make sure no one steals anything or makes out.
Oh man, I love this game.
What the fuck? What are you talking about?
If we don't have something really cool by next week, then we may have to suit you up in a furry suit. Make you
Whoa! Look at that kid's gun. Look at that kid. It looks like Peter Griffin! It looks like a pencil sharpener, but it also looks like a hot dog. Comment down below right now. What do you think it is? Sharpener or Glizzy Gang? Ah!
Wait, what? Wait, he just survived on night 2 as well as 0
They-
deaths? That's crazy, actually.
Gee, they got me.
Oh, okay, never mind. I see. I know how his formula works. I understand.
All right,
We
night
got it.
2, we have to leave Burger King. I got kicked out and arrested. We also have to actually start playing the game now. Starting in night 2, not only will Springtrap start spawning, but so will Phantom Balloon Boy, Phantom Mangle, and Phantom Foxy. But since only a few phantoms spawn during this night, I won't be talking
Wow, I'm so done with that claim in the beginning that I made that like all of them start in the beginning. Listen, he freaking baited me because he showed a picture of like all the animatronics in the beginning.
about them. Instead, I'll be talking about the mentally 80-year-old man. What the f does that
What?
even mean? 900 pounds? Because we have virtually no way of protecting ourselves from Springtrap, we need
Yo,
to not
thank you for
only
following
understand
Zoshika.
what makes him
Hope to
move,
see
but
you later on
also
stream
where
too.
and when he will move. Luckily for us, this can all be discerned from this one equation. What this equation means is every second, the value of this variable known as move counter will increase by 1. The move counter is then compared to this expression containing a bunch of different variables, and if the value of the move counter is greater than the value of the expression, then he will move. First off, this refers to Springtrap's AI value, which is the same as the night's number we are currently on. So for night 2, it will be 2, for night 4, it will be 4, etc, but in night 1, to ensure he doesn't move, this number is set to 0 rather than 1. Next, this refers to whether or not Springtrap is aggressive, which, believe it or not, has nothing to do with the aggressive modifier. For the majority of the night, this value will stay at 0 unless one of these 3 things happen, then it will change to a 1. Either the time passes 4 AM, we receive a ventilation error, or we do absolutely nothing in the office for 10 seconds.
Oh.
Moving on from that variable, this means a random
Is there anything we do to counteract that? Because aren't we like literally doing nothing? Isn't that like this whole challenge? Maybe just like going in and like fixing errors or like just hitting restore on things just to do something counts? I don't know. I wonder if we're gonna spend a lot of time in that menu.
number from 1 to 15 is selected and becomes the value. That's it. It's just a random number generator. And finally, this total turns variable refers to some random
I feel like that's subtle foreshadowing for the rest of the video.
involving something known as action selection. Action selection is what determines where Springtrap will move when he is granted to do so. Whenever Springtrap tries to move, a random number from 1 to 4 is selected. If this number is 1, it means he stays where he is and the value of the total turns increases by 1. If the number is 2, it means he will move to the camera behind him. If the number is 3, it means he will move to the camera in front of him. And if the number is 4, it means he will enter a vent if he's on a camera that has one. If not, he just stands there as if the number was a 1. So again, with all these
That makes
variables,
sense. I remember when I was playing, like there would be times where he was in vents a lot, and then other times where it's like he almost never even touched them. I didn't realize how like, well, the odds are basically like 25% he goes into a vent. It's like not a lot.
determined if the move counter is greater than the expression, he is able to move and will move to positions on the map depending on what random value is selected for the action selection variable. If you want to know more about the AI in this game, definitely check out this video made by the Game Exploiters. It's really good, goes
Love all
way
the
more in
shoutouts, by the way, that he's doing for everyone in this community. That's cool, man. That's cool.
depth than I am, and it's where I got most of my information. Back to this video, what I'm saying with all this math and variables and expressions might sound like the most useless shit you've ever heard in your entire life, and you'd be right. But specifically for this challenge,
That is kind of
it's
true.
important. We need to learn how to minimize these values to make sure he moves as little as possible.
Wow, that kinda
because
jump
just in
scared me a
case you
little bit.
forgot, all I can do without the camera is sit in the office and play with my For now, it's only night 2, so if I'm being completely honest, he doesn't move that often. In night 2, and basically the rest of this challenge, our biggest threat is him jumping in a vent, especially the 2 that lead to our office since
Yeah,
they
that's
result in an
literally
insta-kill.
instant GG, yeah.
But in classic fashion, I had no strategy, yet I still managed to finish this night after only 4 attempts. I didn't do anything cool, I just got lucky.
Cool. Hell yeah.
This great audio that I found. Talk to you later, man.
Talk to you later.
Hang
man.
tight, brother. Irreparable, grotesque,
Dude, I had such a crush on May when I was younger. Oh my gosh, dude. It's what turned me into a lesbian.
Brain will recoil and compress the animatronic parts around
These animatronics have
providing room to climb inside. Please make sure the spring locks are fast and tight.
Springtrap has recoil? You. Hey man, how's it going? Where I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming back for another night. Suck my testicle. Dude, we found these things. They're definitely gonna rip your cock off, but dude, they're so cool, man. It's really only a problem if I hear a vent noise, like actively. So. Like that! He's not outside my...
Do you think like a spring lock suit has an area for you to put your penis in? I don't know. I'm just curious. I don't know.
Dude, you.
Like the male animatronics would probably have it, right? Like Chica wouldn't have it. Would Glamrock Freddy have it? I mean, Glamrock Foxy. Would they have one? I gotta shut up, man. I really gotta shut up and play the video.
You're actually such a nerd! Trying to figure out how this goofy ass dude. Come on!
Cool, easy.
I'm gonna make a break for it.
No! Dude, poor Bonnie, man. I love Bonnie.
Much like a lot of the other challenges I do, night 3 is where I start.
Wait, how many of these have I already seen? Let's see.
Much like a lot of the other challenges,
I've seen, so we're gonna go like top left to right to then like middle left, right, like that's the order, right? So I've seen the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one. Wow, okay, so I've seen the top 4. I considered doing the blindfolded one because I did just finish Sister Location. I'm not gonna probably watch that many more FNAF challenge videos just because I'm kind of like not running out, because clearly like I can go to other YouTube channels and find more videos, but I've only played up to Sister Location, so I feel like I want to like play some more games and then I can like watch some of the videos that are on that are, you know, based on those games and such, you know what I mean?
as I do, night 3 is where I start to realize I've made a very big mistake. Not only does Springtrap have an easier time moving around in this night as his AI value increases from 2 to 3, but also almost all of the Phantom animatronics are now present in this night. Those being Phantom Balloon Boy, Mangle, Freddy, Chica, and Foxy. Literally every single one except for Phantom Puppet. However, since these
Phantom Puppet is
schizophrenic
kind of
robot
worse,
visions
though,
are
so
important to the challenge,
kind of very
I'm
nice
gonna
that they're not here.
explain how all of them work. First up, we got the kid that Springtrap is attracted to. I gotta stop saying that. Balloon Boy and every other Phantom animatronic will have the same AI value as the night number. Unless it's night 1, then we know the AI value is 0, and if it's night 6, then the AI value is 7. For Balloon Boy, he can spawn every 20 seconds, and he has the same % chance to spawn as 10 times the AI value. So for night 3, he will have a 30% chance of spawning every 20 seconds. When he does spawn, he'll appear on one of the cameras and jump scare us, giving us a ventilation error unless we're able to switch to a different camera quick enough.
Why do I
As
got
you
so
can
many
guess,
followers?
since
What the
we
heck?
never open up the
Thank
camera,
you.
we never have to
I
look at
appreciate
his
it though a
ugly
lot.
cat
Thank you so
face,
much.
and therefore cannot get jumped.
I have to see you guys on Twitch later. Thank you so much. If you guys don't know, like Twitch is like I always consider it like my main platform, like my home. Live streaming is like where I really feel like I thrive. I think I do a really great job as a live streamer, and I just really love it, and I love interacting with people live, and seeing my community and chatting with them and just having laughs together. It's really really fun. So I don't know if you've never considered coming by. It'd really make my day if you did.
I'm scared. Up next, we have Phantom Mangle, who works almost the exact same as Balloon Boy. Same AI and spawning percent, so 30% every 20 seconds on night 3. However, it'll only spawn on camera 4.
God,
We
this
can
music
again
goes
avoid the
so
jump scare
hard.
by switching off the camera, but if we don't,
I
Mangle
also
will
heard this
appear
music for a
outside
very
our
long
window
time,
for a
'cause I
while,
died in the
and
minigame
instead of
so many
giving us a
times.
ventilation error, Mangle will give us an audio error. Yeah, Mangle is the most useless one. Not only could we never encounter it without the cameras, but even if we managed to do so, we would get an audio error, and we can't even use the audio lures in the first place.
Yeah.
Also,
A lot
please
of them are
don't
gonna be
comment
irrelevant.
if I misgendered this robot. Please, I tried. The next Phantom gives me PTSD from the last FNAF.
So does Mangle have the cock holder?
3 challenge I did.
I clicked on the camera.
Yeah, it's the weird lanky kid. I hate this one. Phantom Puppet will spawn at cam 8 with the same chances and opportunities to spawn as all the others I've talked about. If they do spawn, we have half a second to switch the cameras, or else they force us into the
Holy
ultimate staring
moly.
contest, which leaves us
I didn't realize you could
defenseless for
even dodge Phantom
approximately
Puppet. That's an
17
insanely
seconds.
short amount of time.
Literally, the one and only good thing about this challenge is I no longer have to deal with this kid anymore, because
Yeah.
much like the others, they will only appear on the cameras. Phantom Chica is just an easier version of Phantom Balloon Boy, and that's it. Same chances to spawn, same 20-second countdown, same ventilation error after the jump scare, but instead of appearing on multiple cameras, Chica can only appear on one camera, which is cam 7. Also, her jump scare looks ridiculous.
I love it.
After Phantom Chica, we finally have one that is different, and that one is Phantom Foxy. Phantom Foxy will appear on the left side of our screen near the maintenance panel, and once we turn to look at him, he will instantly jump scare us, resulting in a ventilation error. Although there's no normal way to get rid of him, he will just stand there forever until we
Oh my gosh, you can actually see him like that. That's crazy. What's really great though is because we don't have to look at cams, we can probably just stay where he spawns, so we'll probably just never get jump scared, right?
stare at him, and then he jumps at me like I charged him with assault. There is a glitched way to get rid of him by slowly turning to see him, then flipping our camera system up and down, which despawns him. But for obvious reasons, that's not allowed. Wait, hold on. I never actually explained how he spawns in the first place. Unlike the others, Foxy has some really weird chances of spawning. In Night 2, he has a 1 out of 1,000th chance.
Whoa.
In Night 3, he has a 1 out of 50 chance. In Night 4, he has a 1 out of 25 chance. And in Night 5 and 6, he has a 1 out of 10 chance. And here's the best part. These spawn opportunities will run every time we open the camera system. So as long as we never open up the cameras, then Foxy will never even have an opportunity to spawn in the first place. Yeah, that's right. 0 for 5 on Phantom animatronics. The doctor lied. I don't have schizophrenia.
I mean, things are kind of looking up. I will say things are kind of looking up.
I'm just super cool. And as the last Phantom animatronic in the game, we have the main mascot himself. No leg, Freddy Fazbear. Phantom Freddy has
Freddy
the same
Fazbear.
AI chance thingy as all the other ones. 30% chance each opportunity. However, he has these spawn opportunities every 60 seconds instead of the regular 20 seconds, and he will also be guaranteed to spawn at 4 AM each night. When he does spawn in, he does this weird jig across the office window like he's trying to seduce me or something.
It's probably
I
my
don't like
favorite.
it. While
though.
he's
I
doing
love
this
it.
dance, if we stare at him for a certain amount of time, he will duck down and jump scare me, which of course
Did
gives a
not realize that was
ventilation
also how that worked. I didn't realize it was just for staring at him. So if you just turn away, that's weird though. Doesn't he want you to see his little jig though? You think if you stare at him long enough, then he won't jump scare you, right? But I guess that means he thinks you're inviting him, so then he jumps on in.
error. For night 3, which is the night he begins to spawn in, he will jump scare us after staring for 240 frames. For night 4, it's 210 frames. For night 5, it's 180 frames. And for night 6, it's 150 frames. So with all that said, this seems pretty unavoidable. He has chances to spawn every hour, regardless of if we used our camera. And I can't open the camera system to not stare at him, so I get jump scared every time he spawns.
Oh, damn.
But wait, even though I can't open the camera system, I can open my maintenance panel.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's right, 0 for 6, boy.
Okay, good,
I
good,
can
good.
open
That's
up
what I
my
thought.
maintenance panel to make the game think I'm not sitting inactive inside the office, and therefore am not staring at Phantom Freddy, which virtually deactivates him.
This is oddly, I will say, this is making it oddly kind of cool. Even though it is removing even more mechanics technically, which is what I was sort of criticizing this challenge for in a way. It turns this into like this weird 1v1 between like you and William Afton. That's so interesting. How like so many characters become invalidated besides literally just like the main guy. And again, they're phantoms, right? So it's like, listen, we're just not afraid of ghosts, I guess, you know?
We just need to make sure that we never put down our maintenance panel, because then he can jump scare us. That's definitely not going to be a problem later. Anyways, night 3 was supposed to be difficult as it introduced many new animatronics, but we just found ways to get rid of all of them, meaning we just need to get slightly luckier than back in night 2. Eventually, we're able to get it done in 5 attempts, bringing the total attempt counter to 9. Oh, bay phone guy!
Oh, bay phone guy!
Yo! What's up?
Training on proper suit handling techniques.
Oh, I don't even get the This is the training tape. Man, you.
I don't even get to fucking.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah, Freddy doing the creep walk and then this stare, they're my two favorites.
Hey, man!
The puppet's also like low-key kind of funny.
I've been told I do a mean Five Nights at Freddy's impression.
Come on, man.
But he's definitely at my window. That ambient sound is so loud. Yeah,
Whoa!
knew it!
Holy shit, dude, he
Not
runs?
there yet. Now he's there.
Oh my
Don't
gosh,
do
and
it.
you can
I
see him
know,
like that.
it's
That's
not
so
enough time.
funny.
I don't have enough time. Alright, I'm just gonna...
You're dead.
Yep. He could have been in 2. It was not in 2. How about you just go f off? How about that?
Every
You
jump scare
too.
is like gonna be the
Go
same
ahead.
though, funnily
Run
enough.
through the hallway. Run through
You're
the
just
hallway.
always gonna get jump
The cops
scared
are gonna
by
catch you.
William.
The cops are gonna get you. They know what you did to the boy. That kid's happy. Bonnie's giving him cupcake. Happy. Because I threatened that I was gonna call the cops. I'm not actually gonna call the cops.
Happy.
Unless you kill me. If you kill me, I'll call the cops. If you kill me, I'll call the cops on you! Don't do it. Let's go!
Nice.
Threaten to snitch.
Damn, Chico got
Yo, the
a
gills
crazy hunchback.
Bonnie
Chico
did
looks
not
like.
die there. You are lying to me, game. Heading into night 4, I have a good feeling about this night. Okay, maybe not. Because of how limited I am in this challenge, our entire strategy for this game is going to revolve around one thing: scamming Springtrap. At first, I tried to sell him Five Nights at Freddy's themed NFTs. That didn't work. It's all good though, that's why I have a plan B. I'm gonna convince him to start a YouTube channel. He's gonna grow that channel until he has 10 million subscribers. Then he's gonna text minors, get caught, and then get incarcerated. That also didn't work. But hey, we're all good because I always think of a plan C. We're gonna limit the things that increase his movement chances and stall him to ensure he doesn't kill us. This one kinda worked. However, before we can create this ultimate strategy to save the super tiny bit of sanity I have left, there are a few more extremely specific parts of this game that we need to understand before exploiting them, starting with ventilation errors. As we've learned previously, the aggressive value in the Springtrap formula increases from a 0 to a 1 when we either reach 4 AM, get a ventilation error, or we sit inactive in the office for 10 seconds. It's important we keep this aggressive value at 0 for as long as possible, because with it active, Springtrap will basically gain an AI value, making him move more frequently. The other two ways the aggressive value increases from a 0 to a 1 are pretty self-explanatory, although what even is a ventilation error and how do we get one? It must be something with Springtrap in the vents, right? Nope, I guess dead rotting corpses in the ventilation is perfectly fine and it makes the air safe to breathe. Ventilation errors can occur if any of these three things happen. Either the player is jump scared by Phantom Balloon Boy, Freddy, Foxy, Chica, or Puppet, the player sits inactive in the office for 10 seconds, or a periodic ventilation shutdown. We've already removed as many of the phantoms as we can, but the other two things are gonna need some work. First, what do we do about the periodic shutdowns? For each night, the ventilation stability will decrease by 1 based on a timer. Once the stability decreases from 0 to -10, we will get a ventilation error. For night 2, it decreases by 1 every 12 seconds, night 3 is every 10 seconds, night 4 is every 9 seconds, night 5 is every 8 seconds, and night 6 is every 6 seconds.
Ooh, that's bad.
But these values are for when the player is active. When we're inactive, not only do we lose the basic rate, but we also lose 1 stability point every second. This is a problem because it's impossible for me to be considered active, as I'm not able to open or use the camera system. That would be true if I didn't just lie to your face.
Oh my
we
God.
can in fact be considered active by opening our maintenance panel.
Okay, good.
Yet again, the
Good,
maintenance
good.
panel saves the day. Not only does it ensure we don't have extra drainage to our ventilation stability, but it also removes the inactivity requirement for both the aggressive value increase and the ventilation errors.
Nice.
So by simply pulling up our maintenance panel, we now only have to worry about the aggressive value increasing after 4 AM and when we get a ventilation error, which we can now only get through periodic shutdowns. But what if I told you it could get even better?
Ooh.
In the maintenance panel, we are able to restart the 3 different systems, audio, camera, and
Can you time
ventilation
it?
if we were to get an error. The way this works is, once we click to restart a system, every second a random value from 1 to 3 will be added to the system's stability counter, increasing it from -10 back to 0. However, you can restart these systems whenever you want. You don't need
it
to wait
resets
for
the
an error.
counter.
So, since we can only get ventilation errors through periodic shutdowns, and since we know how long it takes for one of these shutdowns to occur, we can wait and restart the system before we even get an error in the first place. This means now the only way this aggressive value can
actually
increase
awesome.
is the night passing 4 AM, which we sadly can't do anything about. But ladies and gentlemen, in my books, that's good enough. And that is how you scam a dead guy in a fursuit. Let's go. The only other thing we need to figure out before we can create the ultimate strategy is how Springtrap behaves when he's in this hallway around cam 1 and 2. When he enters this hallway, either by advancing from cam 2 or by moving through the cam 13 vent, he enters what's known as the attack stage. He begins the attack stage in phase 1, which is represented by him staring at the player through the office window. Once he enters this phase, the only way he can move is forward to the next phase. It is possible for him to move back to cam 2, although that requires an audio lure. When he attempts to move, he uses the same formula, and he again moves based on the action selection value. From phase 1, if the action selection value is greater than 2, then he will advance to phase 2. If not, he will stay where he is and stare at us. In addition to that, he will also only be able to move from this position if we're looking at the cameras or the maintenance panel, or if we pass out due to a ventilation error. Once he advances to phase 2, he does his dumbass running animation, then waits before deciding whether or not to enter phase 3 or phase 4. If the action selection value is less than 2, he won't move. If the value is equal to 2, then he will move to cam 1, aka phase 3, and if the value is greater than 2, he will move up to our door and enter phase 4. Much like phase 1, these movements will only occur if the player is viewing either the camera system or the maintenance panel, or if we pass out. When he enters phase 4, it's basically game over. He will kill us if we view the maintenance panel, the camera system, look away from him, or pass out due to a ventilation error. There are some very interesting things that we can exploit during this phase, however, many of them are extremely risky. So for now, we're not going to worry about that. The only thing that matters right now is beating this night, and we'll talk about all that risky stuff when we're making the ultimate strategy.
I'm interested.
As you can probably guess,
I'm interested, man. That's a good hook to keep me watching. I'm liking this. I understand why people recommended this one. This is a really good video. I think in terms of just like production and the pacing of the video in general, this is good. This is good. I think it's actually his best video in that regard. Just like in terms of like a well put together video, which makes sense because I saw this video came out. Well, it said a year ago. All the other ones I reacted to, I think said 2 years ago. So like, dude, great job, man. I feel the improvement.
Night gets exponentially more difficult. The last night we finished in 5 attempts. This night took 20 attempts, leaving the total attempts at 29.
That's not
20
that
attempts
bad.
doesn't sound that bad until you realize that there's still 3 more nights after this.
Well, I do
Just
understand
like night
that.
3, the biggest problem is Springtrap entering a vent. There's only one vent that doesn't insta-kill us, and that's the Cam 11 vent. The rest either legit kill us or lead him into the attack stage where we have no defense without audio lures. Although my life isn't completely ruined because I can take some time to actually play mini games in this night. The other mini games I couldn't because they use the cameras. This one's fun. We can glitch around if we run to the left of the kids, and then Fredbear jerks, and then what the f is happening?
He's pulling his skull code!
395, I'm out this bitch.
Hello? Is that
Woohoo!
Because I don't have the cake, but I do have this cake.
Mmm.
Eat up. Just went in
Eat
a bed.
up.
He might be at 5. Nope, he is up
Eat
my
up.
ass. I could try and make it to 4.
Damn,
Or not.
holy.
He's gotta be there, dude. It's so loud. He's gotta be there. He's gotta be there.
Yeah.
How about you take your spring... Fuck you. But now he moved away. Now he's f***ed off. Now he's over in party room 6 looking for kids. I think he's staring down the hallway right now. Dude, how do I know? I'm gonna run...
Damn, holy shit, dude,
You
chill.
want a glizzy? I have one over here on my desk.
Daddy, chill. Daddy, chill. Daddy,
just
chill.
Why? I told you not to!
Come on.
Yeah!
Nice. Nice.
Yes!
Nice.
Yeah!
Nice.
Come on! Dude. Yeah! Let's go.
Wait, dude, we're on night 5 already? What the heck? Dang. But we have more than an hour left, or more. We're not even halfway through the video. That's crazy. Okay.
Alright, before we get started with the ultimate strategy, I've got a quick question to ask you. What would you choose if you had to either beat this night without cameras or fully eat, in its entirety, a glass bottle full of paint thinner? Just to let you know, if you chose option 1, unfortunately, you would be incorrect. Despite the only difference in this night being 1 extra value added to Springtrap's AI, this night is easily 10 times worse than the last night. So, what better time to show off the world-famous ultimate strategy? You want to see it? There you go. As soon as we start off the night, we're gonna flip up our maintenance panel for multiple reasons that I've mentioned before.
Yes.
The maintenance panel will protect us from potential attacks from Phantom Freddy, who's the only Phantom that can jump scare us. For night 5, he'll have a 50% chance to spawn at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 a.m., and we need to ensure we have our panel pulled up throughout his entire 30-second walk animation to prevent a ventilation error. In addition to that, pulling up the maintenance panel will remove the threat of being inactive and stop further ventilation decrease, as well as any increase to Springtrap's aggression. With the maintenance panel pulled up, we can then wait until 1 a.m. before having to restart the ventilation system. If you remember from night 4, the ventilation stability will decrease by 1 every...
Isn't it like incredible how much you can actually talk about this entire run when the amount of things you're realistically doing and the amount of agency you have is like so little? But it's still like, dude, it feels so technical. It feels like there's so much depth. It's crazy, man. What a good game. I mean, this really is like one of the best FNAF games in my opinion.
every 8 seconds in night 5 until it reaches
Might just
negative
straight up be
10
my
and gives
favorite.
us an error. That means for this night, we have an 80-second window between periodic shutdowns where we need to restart the system to avoid ever getting an error. However, since these later nights are always 6 minutes long, 60 seconds every hour, I would just reset the ventilation every time the clock went up 1 hour, since
Perfect,
it was easier
makes
to keep
sense,
track
yeah.
of. All we can do now is hope that Springtrap not only never enters a vent, but also never reaches our office. Sometimes he just likes to take nice long walks along the pizzeria to come eat me, and there's nothing I can do about it. Anyways, now that you know the secrets to the ultimate no camera strategy, that totally wasn't obvious, I just want to mention a couple things that either could be used in the strategy or just interesting things about the challenge itself. The first thing is the idea of stalling, and no, I don't mean avoiding the fact that I have to do aggressive nightmare mode. Let's just not talk about that. What I mean when I say the word stalling is freezing an animatronic, whether that be Springtrap or one of the Phantoms, by removing one of the requirements that allows them to move. A lot of the stalling you can do in this game is through manipulating the camera system by opening and closing it at specific times, but as cool as it is, it doesn't matter. What does matter though is what we can do without our cameras, which is not a whole lot.
Excuse me. Did you just see this clip right here? It says 1083 at the top left. Is that the attempt counter? Oh my god.
Specifically for this challenge, there are 2 stalls we can pull off, one on Phantom Freddy and one on Springtrap. The Phantom Freddy stall is very simple, and it uses something I purposely didn't tell you in Night 3. When any of the 6 Phantom animatronics jump scare us, 2 interesting things can happen. Number 1, no other Phantom animatronics will be able to jump scare us for the next 10 seconds, and number 2, the Phantom animatronic that jump scared us originally will no longer be able to spawn unless, get this, we open the camera system. When I say this, I mean just the camera system. We can open up the maintenance panel all we want, and they won't be able to spawn until we pull up the cameras.
Wait, that's huge.
Given that Phantoms can't spawn until 1 AM, we wait for the 50% chance for Freddy to spawn at 1, get jump scared on purpose, fix the ventilation error, and no longer have to deal with Phantom Freddy for the rest of the night. This is, of course, pretty risky to pull off because it requires us to deliberately be assaulted and get a ventilation error for a few seconds. But Phantom Freddy didn't even seem like that big of a problem in the first place, which would be right if it weren't for the other stall we can do, Springtrap stalling. We can't really do anything while he's roaming the hallways, although when he reaches our office and enters his attack stage, that's when we can actually do something. If you remember, in order for him to move between attack phases, he must get a specific value for the action selection, and we must have the maintenance panel or camera system open, or passing out also lets him move. This means if we drop our panel while he's staring at us, we can stall him for a few seconds until we get a ventilation error for being inactive in the office. If we're able to stall him at each phase, it can make a huge difference, but the problem with it is Phantom Freddy. If we begin stalling Springtrap at 4 AM and Phantom Freddy just so happens to spawn at 5, he just ruins everything and gets us killed. But as good as the stalling sounds, risking everything just to make 5 AM a little easier isn't great, and to be completely honest, pulling off all the stalls perfectly probably requires more luck than just doing it normally. The only other thing I wanted to mention are the sounds that Springtrap plays throughout the entire night. Realistically, they don't do that much since we can't do anything to stop him in the first place, but they're just interesting because we can basically track him without ever even looking at him. The first sound is this.
Have you ever heard of Among Us, Rick?
Wait, that's the wrong one. The first sound is this. This sound will play whenever Springtrap moves to a different camera. These sounds aren't specific to one camera, so unfortunately we don't know where he moves, we just know when he does. The second sound effect we've already briefly talked about, and it's this. This specific sound will play whenever he enters one of the vents, and this sound
He's coming in,
will play
dude.
whenever Springtrap travels through the vent. Just like the first sound effect, this one doesn't do too much. It basically just lets me know when to be pissed off and shit my pants because I'm about to die.
I mean, you could
But
do
the
some
final
early
sound effect
restarts
is
if the
one
run's
that
going
can
bad by
actually tell us
listening.
his location, and it's
Save
this.
some time. Oh, I like that one.
This sound effect plays continuously throughout the entire night, but for most of the time, it's muted. However, once Springtrap reaches cam 5, cam 4, or cam 3, the sound effect will begin playing quietly, more specifically at 50% volume. And once he enters the attack phase, so cam 2, cam 1, or somewhere in the hallway, the sound effect will start playing at 100% volume.
Oh,
This sound will
cool.
also play at full volume when Phantom Freddy does the Freddy across the hallway. So by utilizing all of these sounds, and also because of my hours and hours of listening to this game, I was able to predict pretty well where he was a lot of the time. I might be insta-dead here.
Dying at 1
a.m.
a.m. is
he's about to go through the vent
insane.
and appear.
That
staring
itself
at
really
me.
highlights how difficult this challenge is, honestly.
I literally just know. I think he's staring now. Yeah. Dude, I literally know everything, bro. He's definitely at the window right now. He's gonna run. He's gonna run right now. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Yo. Anyways, that stuff is.
Did I just say attempt number 1,540? No, there was a 0 at the end. I swear there was a 0 at the end. I swear there was a 0 at the end. Oh my god.
Anyways, that stuff isn't that useful, but now that we've created the perfect strategy for this challenge, it's going to be super easy to finish this night. Okay, you know, it's alright. Yo, it's good. We're good. Okay, stop. Stop.
Dude, this song.
Stop. Okay, so maybe it took a little bit of time, but not that long. Night 4 took 20 attempts. This one took, 229. But as I always say, it could be worse, because there's 2 more nights after this. And for anyone wondering how I got the good ending without the cameras, if you've gotten it before and click new game, which is what I did, your good ending progress doesn't get reset. So even if you don't do any of the mini games, you still get the good ending.
Interesting.
There you go, there's the end of the mini game.
Damn, look at that creeper. I've never played these mini games. I didn't get the good ending for this game.
I'm the face of Freddy Fingle Diggles. Oh, how are you already here? What did you... Did I just miss you? Man, you. To like... you! Yeah. It was going good until your bitch did that.
Oh my god.
Hey, what's up, Glizzy Man? That's your new name. I'm calling you Glizzy Man.
Glizz boy.
Wait, you're holding that microphone. You can do it. No! You are already here at 1? What is wrong with you, dude? Man, f you. Oh, I can even
That
see my...
is
Oh,
a
if I go like that, I can
crazy
see the... Oh! That's definitely Glizzy Man. I've never seen more glizzier than Glizzy Man. Show me your What? I told you! Why did he not leave? He left and then came back, dude. Bro. Ah! I'm gonna say this to you. I'm not being nice. I'm not being nice. I genuinely hate you. I don't like you at all. I'm looking at you right now and I don't like you. I think you're not nice. I think you're EDP. That's what I think you are. That's what I think you are. Tell me why you're attracted to Balloon Boy's voice. You can say, "Oh, it's because I kill kids." But I know the real reason. I know it's because you talk to them on Snapchat. I know that's the real reason, you piece of shit. I know you. You.
Fuck, dude. That was 5 a.m. Oh, here we go. That is
Please,
so cool. I
please.
love that edit. No way. No,
How?
dude.
How
He was
was
8
that
seconds
not
away,
it?
by the way, with a timer.
Ah! Walk your ass back out of that vent before I fight you. Hey, what's going on? How about you suck my balls? What? Or the glizzy, the forbidden glizzy. You can also scare me.
Oh, it's the emergency glizzy. It allows you to save your
No,
life
dude.
one time.
No.
had 12
Dude.
seconds left that time. Oh
Was
my
that the
God.
insta-kill one then? Dude, I literally know. Yep. See ya, the snowman. We're gonna have a problem, all right? If you step 1 foot in this office, I am putting my foot up your ass. I'm putting your foot up my. Okay. Hopefully that's an insta-kill and he. Springtrap probably has a small motherboard. I want to go to Freddy's, walk up to the front, and put my all over Freddy.
What?
Please, it's been 200 attempts. Bro, please.
Reminder of company policy concerning the safe room.
This is just a reminder. I took
Dude, you would go
on the safe room floor.
crazy hearing
There's
his
nothing
voice
you're gonna
audio
do about
track
it.
over 200 times in a night. Oh my God.
Yes! Let's go!
Dude,
Let's
that's gotta feel so
go!
good.
Yes! Dude, oh my God! Dude, let's go! Dude! Get in that suit, you pedo, dude. Get in there! Let's go! Come on! Ah. Dude, let's go! Come on! Hey, whoa, what the fuck?
I can't believe we're doing night 6, honestly.
I don't even want to talk about this night. The biggest problem here is, if you remember...
Like, imagine the last night taking over 200 attempts, and then you're just like, yeah, well, anyway, we're gonna do the next night. Which is, 10 times harder. I'm like, dude, you're crazy.
Lots of the values in night 6 are a bit weird. Unlike other nights, the AI value and other values for night 6 aren't 6. They're actually 7. So compared to night 5, night 6 is actually 2 points more difficult, which is a lot. But luckily, the increase from 5 to 7 doesn't just make both Springtrap and Phantom Freddy more difficult, it also breaks some Yeah, Springtrap does move a lot, and yes, Phantom Freddy does have a 70% chance of spawning each hour, but we're not talking about that. What I'm actually talking about is the ventilation errors. Back when I talked about them, the only error requirement we couldn't get rid of were the periodic shutdowns. We were able to avoid them by restarting the ventilation system every hour, but that required us to touch the mouse, which is dumb. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really want to do that. So luckily, here's where the game is completely broken. While coding the game, Scott must have also been blindfolded in Burger King because he did add the stability decrease timer for night 6. It's meant to be every 6 seconds, 1 point of stability is lost. But he made it so that this only occurs when Springtrap's AI level is at 6.
Oh my God, that's
doesn't
crazy.
happen. So in night 6, it's impossible to ever get a ventilation error because of a periodic shutdown. It's just not coded to occur in the game.
That's crazy.
Well,
that's
to me,
so
that
nuts.
sounds like a whole lot of not my problem. As long as we have our maintenance panel up the whole night, we can never get an error.
Wow.
That's good, I guess. Nothing else
We're
in
literally
this
doing
night
nothing
is
now.
that broken. However, we
What
still
are we gonna
need
do?
to
Just
switch
watch
up the
the entirety
strategy
of
a bit
Naruto now
before
or something
completing
while
this
we try and
night.
beat this night?
And by a little bit, I mean one thing. At the beginning of the night, I'm again going to open the maintenance panel as fast as possible.
Open, like,
and
10
when I
instances
do, I'm
of
going
this
to
game and run it at the
instantly
same
restart
time?
the ventilation system. This is to make sure that the stability is reset all the way back to 0, just in case we lost any while having our maintenance panel down at the beginning of the night.
Makes sense.
After that, I just sit there. I don't have to restart anything. Dude, this sucks. I'm having so much fun. I promise. Yeah, this night is just terrible. There's nothing else to be said about it. It's just hours of resetting the game in order for us to get to 2 or 3 a.m. and then he just hops an event and ruins my life. So yeah, who would have guessed? A bad
This is
idea in
insane.
theory is an extremely bad idea in real life. But as we all know, it can get worse. Like a lot worse. Although that's for me to complain about in around 6 minutes. For now, I'm here to complain about regular Nightmare Mode. Remember back at the start of Night 5 when I talked about the whole glass bottle full of paint thinner? For this night, it's the same thing, but with all of that combined, you also have to take another bottle and shove it up your ass. My lawyer has advised me to not say anything else. Regardless of all of that, the winning attempt for this night was absolutely insane. Throughout the entire 6-minute night, he never entered a vent, not even a single time. By the end of the night, he managed to just walk his way down to the office, but when he actually entered the attack phase was perfectly timed. He moved into the hallway right as Phantom Freddy finished his walking animation at 5 a.m. I had tons of previous runs that could have easily won, but Phantom Freddy came at the wrong time and jump scared me, which ended the night. And after Phantom Freddy left, Springtrap moved through the attack phases, but stopped and either didn't get lucky enough to move from attack phase 2 or moved to cam 1 in attack phase 3 and waited there. This meant I never even had to drop my monitor for the entire duration of the night.
What?
Best believe I was ready to stall for my life, but I never had to. So overall, it was absolutely perfect. Perfect vent RNG, perfect Phantom Freddy spawn,
Dude, the luck
perfect
for
attack
this
stage
in a singular
RNG,
run is
everything
insane.
was perfect. And eventually, we beat Night 6,
I mean, he was
aka
due for it,
Nightmare
clearly.
Mode,
Look at the
in
attempt counter, but wow.
655 attempts, leaving the total counter at 911.
Wow.
912.
Kind of crazy that I mentioned the Twin
What
Towers
is he
earlier in the video,
doing,
though,
bro?
right?
What is he doing? Has he found the exit, maybe? How about you just go off and find your family? Oh, wait, they're dead! And I'm actually doing something when it looks like I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting in the office shoving phones up my ass. I'm not. It's cooler than that, okay?
Jordan.
What's this dude? He's got a vent fetish. You weirdo. Was he in the pizzeria? Like,
Dude, he
with the
shamed him
kids
for
and
his
he's
vent
like,
fetish,
"Hey,
and then he stopped doing it at all for the
come
winning
in the vent with
run.
me." He's doing something disastrous.
Listen, I mean, normally I don't
Despicable.
condone king shaming, but...
Disgusting in the vents. Where's the funny? When I get to talk about it. Kill me. He's here, he's there, he's everywhere. Who you gonna call? Pedo Springtrap. Oh. Stop! Oh, I can... Oh.
Like, you're just
5
fucked, man.
a.m.
You're fucked.
5. That's the first. I bet you go to Diddy parties, you file. Fuck you. Give a Mike Tyson to the mic. He's in a vent and he's about to imposter knife up my anus. 2 a.m. But he's probably up in my ass. What the Listen, if this is the winning attempt, I'll walk outside and smack a baby in the face. Like some power slap.
It's 2 a.m. Wise, bro,
I'm not
on my
above that.
ass.
I just want to win. Bro, please, Freddy, don't. No.
Of course not, dude. It only says
you
300
go
in the attempt counter.
eat it?
Obviously, that was not going to be the run.
He's in a vent, bro. Next time he goes in a vent, I'm putting my dick in front of the vent. Okay.
What?
You know how ready I am? If he comes in this room, he's gonna walk across. I know it. Dude, I literally... I'm not beating the insane allegations. No. No, dude, Freddy. Oh my god, dude.
Oh,
We're in
Freddy.
a vent, bro. I told you he does this shit.
You shouldn't put your penis near it.
I'm dead in 3. Alright.
Ho.
Bro,
Ho.
fuck.
Ho. Ho. Ho.
And event. I'm going to shit my pants and throw it at your mom. People are gonna say that I'm insane. They're gonna think that I'm insane. I'm not insane. I promise. I brush my teeth with my finger. It's fine. Easy, cheesy. Eat my weenie. 1 a.m. and then he comes here at 1 a.m. I'm like living the same bullshit over and over again. Where am I going? 7-Eleven. Woo! I hate everything. Happy free Slurpee Day. Suck my balls. Woo! No. Hello. I wanted to. Hello. FNAF 3. This one, especially
That's what I mean, man. Like, you're gonna go crazy hearing that 900 times. Oh.
Oh
Damn.
my god! Yes, bro! I'm done with this game! Oh my God, dude, we did it on 9/11. What the fuck? Yo, what the fuck, bro? What the? I don't. Yo. By the way, if you're wondering where all the jump scares were for this night, here's all of them.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I actually did this. If you go full screen, you can literally see every single attempt that I did.
What? That's very cool. What is this?
With Nightmare Mode done, that is technically the end of the challenge, because there are no more nights left to complete. But as we all know, that's not truly the end of the game. There's still aggressive Nightmare Mode.
I actually did not know that
Originally,
this existed.
when I began this challenge, I wasn't supposed to beat this night. I was gonna end the challenge once I completed Nightmare Mode and call that a win. No joke, when I wrote the script for this video after beating regular Nightmare Mode, I wrote an entire section explaining why trying to beat aggressive mode is stupid and how I wasn't gonna do it. That was for one reason and one reason only. The odds of actually pulling this off were
2000.
exponentially more difficult than anything I had done previously. Like, I'd have better odds of winning the lottery while being hit by a flying sausage than I do have beating this night. But as much sense as that made, it just didn't sit right with me. First off, when DJ Stirk did this challenge, he completed every night I had just done and even ended up completing aggressive Nightmare Mode. However, he used the Fast Nights modifier, which divides night length in half. There's obviously nothing wrong with this. Even thinking about doing this stupid of an idea causes an aneurysm. Also, like, the dude's just juggling while he's playing the game. Like, he's the GOAT. Although, I wanted to make sure my challenge was at least somewhat different than his, and I also wanted this to be the ultimate Five Nights at Freddy's 3 challenge.
Wow.
The FNAF game I consider to be my—
Dude, I gotta say, like, mad respect, though, because one thing that I know a lot of you guys have been saying in the comments is, like, listen, Chicken Ninja's great, but, like, in general, he's not really doing, like, the hardest challenges. Like, if you want to see people do like, really hard challenges, you gotta look at, like, the other FNAF content creators. This, clearly, he was, like, putting his foot down. He's like, no, I'm genuinely, like, going to make this shit really hard, and it's gonna be, like, the toughest challenge around. So, you know, mad respect. Also, I guess this is his personal tier list. I feel... That's actually crazy how low Sister Location is. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It was such a nice change of pace compared to all of the other games before it. Very different, though. I don't know. Anyway.
My favorite, I wanted to push to the absolute limits. Which means I have to beat aggressive Nightmare Mode without Fast Nights and without cameras. But before we can get started with actually finishing off this night, we need to understand what aggressive Nightmare Mode even is. What most people know is that it's FNAF 3's 2020-2020 mode, aka it's the super difficult, scary animatronic gangbang fiasco that makes Markiplier scream. The main reason why this game doesn't actually have a 20 mode is because Springtrap is the only lethal animatronic. Plus, the other Phantom animatronics work based off Springtrap's AI value. In general, the code just wouldn't support it at all. So instead, we have aggressive Nightmare Mode, which doesn't actually change any of Nightmare Mode's difficulty. Everything still has the same AI value, there's just one big change. Back when I talked about Springtrap's movement formula, I said that every second, the move counter value would increase by 1. However, if we have aggressive mode enabled, then this value is increased by 2 every second. So pretty much, it's Nightmare Mode, but Springtrap moves twice as fast. That's technically not correct because of how many numbers are present in his formula. Whatever, I don't care.
I guess.
Hearing that out loud doesn't make this night sound that bad. It sounds
no,
like
actually,
it
this
should
sounds
be
really
2
bad.
times as
4,800! What, dude? What? How?
difficult as the regular Nightmare Mode. So regular took around 600 attempts, this one should take about 1,000. I couldn't be more wrong. Even if you multiplied that number by 10, I still couldn't be more wrong.
What?
And that's basically it.
No.
As I said, the night stays
don't
the
believe
same,
that.
meaning the strategy stays the same. So we can't do anything different. It's just time for us to accept our fate and attempt to beat aggressive Nightmare Mode without the camera. Oh, we did on. Look at his
God, little does he know
Why does he just-
1,000 means like nothing in this now.
What's the point of that? Okay, so I'm gonna test it out right here. Oh, I'm a die! Oh wait, no. Freddy probably spawned, right? I don't even get to see. I didn't even need to read. Why did I read? How is he already there? What the fuck? It's 12 a.m. right now, bro. Oh my god, bro.
Oh my god,
I don't know.
really good.
Like, okay.
Okay. That jump scare is so fucked, man. It's very funny.
And then it makes the audio go off. That's so weird, bro.
It's just like so in your face.
Wait, no, because it counted as the ventilation.
Bro has a no show.
If I win this shit, I'm hitting the Daco, bro. Dude, I hate this dude. He's actually a pedophile. You guys think I'm making jokes about it? I'm not. You see those 2 numbers in the top? Those are his favorite numbers.
See, he should have said like, listen, you think I'm joking? I'm not. I was diddled by him. That would have been good.
Oh my god, you might as well just call me Bruce Lee's left testicle. Oh my god, bro. Oh my. Camera says that.
Oh my god. Excuse me? Why was that scary as shit?
We're gonna do it. I don't care. I don't care. I said, if I don't get a 5 a.m. today, I'm not going for it. I got a 5 a.m. today, which means I'm going for it.
Wait, he got a 5 a.m. at 1,300 and yet it still took him like another 10,000 attempts? That feels like so unlucky. Or he got super unlucky in the beginning, but it's like, it gives such false hope in that regard. Ugh, that's terrible. Dude. Why is this depressing? Wow. 10,000. Literally 10,000. Like, I literally feel exhausted for him. This is crazy.
It's impossible. It can't be done. Thousands and thousands of attempts later, hours and hours wasted, and I still can't beat it. I kept trying, but I would run attempts all day, every day for weeks, and sometimes go days without even seeing 4 a.m.
No
The attempts kept stacking
way.
and reached over 10,000, but still nothing. It got so bad, I began running multiple games at once just to have a sliver of advantage, and I gave up.
Dude! No. No.
But as I sat there considering whether or not to keep doing this, one man's quote stuck in the back of my mind and kept me going.
Why is there no audio? Is this supposed to happen? Did the audio have to get muted? Is this copyright? What is happening? Yeah, something on my headset. Anyway, never give up. Who is this? Freaking Nick A20? Is that his name or something? Fortnite guy, dude? Oh.
And here's how I
We're
beat
back.
aggressive nightmare mode without ever opening the cameras.
Oh, let's get it.
Starting the attempt, these were supposed to be my final attempts before taking a break that day, meaning I didn't reset anything. So after a while, game 1 failed, game 5 failed, game 2 failed, game 4 failed, and finally, game 6 failed, leaving only one standing, game 3. At the time, this wasn't anything special. The run was around the 3 a.m. mark, which had happened numerous times before.
This is actually
Although,
just so
I
insane.
quickly noticed that this attempt was different. I had reached 4 a.m. without stalling for the first time in a few days, and then it happened. I reached 5 a.m. for the first time ever without having to stall. So, without further ado, starting from 5 a.m., here it is.
Click in. Let's do it. I can only imagine what he was feeling right now.
Wait. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, wait. Oh my god. That's it. Back when I talked about regular Nightmare Mode, I mentioned that Phantom Freddy's RNG was perfect. This was because he completed his walk animation before Springtrap showed up at my door. The walking animation in question lasts for about 30 seconds before he moves off screen, and he can only start this animation when the time changes hours. So if you combine this 30 seconds with the 30 seconds we can stall Springtrap with our maintenance panel down before we pass out due to a ventilation error, that's already enough time to get us to 6 a.m.
So he already knows. He literally already knows.
Oh my god. 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 Wait. Oh my god. Wait. Oh, dude, wait, hold on.
Dude, my heart is literally racing as well.
Wait, hold on. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. No. No, please.
Oh
Bro,
my god.
There's no way. There's no way. Let's go! No, this Oh my god! Oh my god! We did it! Oh my god!
What is the attempt counter? Show it to me. Show it to me.
God! Holy
Dude, show it to me. Show it to me. Show it to me. Show it to me.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Dude, that's it! That's aggressive mode. 4 stars. Oh my god! No way! No way! Hold on, wait. If I reset this, does that show 4? That's 4 stars. Let's go!
Oh my god!
Oh my god, dude! That's aggressive mode. No extra cheats. Aggressive mode. That's it. Nightmare mode. Oh my god!
Wow.
Let's go!
I cannot believe he just did that. I'm literally speechless.
Oh yeah, baby. We did it! The challenge that took me around 600 hours and the one that I truly believe to be absolutely impossible is finally over. Remember when I mentioned that this game was my favorite out of any of the Five Nights at Freddy's games? Well, yeah, I hate it now. Of course, I'm not being completely serious, but this challenge was an incredibly terrible idea.
But if you didn't love it, you would have never done this challenge and completed it. That's so beautiful, man. That's so beautiful.
And it was made so much worse by the brain-rotting gameplay of just sitting there. This challenge actually took so many resets that the 0.1% chance of seeing the secret Springtrap death screens became common. Based on theoretical odds, I saw 42 of these screens.
Oh my god!
Anyways, I've got lots of future challenges planned, although just like all the others, they will take a long time to come out. Editing just takes a long time, and recording them, I don't even want to talk about it. But trust me, they will always be worth the wait. As always, if you want me to complete a specific challenge, or even a challenge in a specific game, let me know your ideas in the comments below. Also, this was completely by accident, but this video is being posted right around the same time I hit 400,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. I'm just so happy that I get to entertain so many people, and I'm really glad that you all enjoy the videos, even though they take forever to come out. And of course, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.
Guys, that was truly incredible. I felt that journey. I honestly, truly did. It's almost unfathomable what he actually did. Especially because he didn't, it was pretty much just like a guy hitting a restart over and over and over again. He eventually did multiple instances, but he kept it at like such a tame level. He could have easily done like 20 or like 30 or like, set up a macro to like do stuff, but like that's very much like bro just got like a couple like Nintendo Game Boys to, try and increase his chances a little bit of getting a shiny, Like it really was not much of anything. That's so incredible. Holy crap. It actually took him months to do that. It actually took him months to do that. Wow. He said that he was going to have more incredible videos coming out. So I don't know if like his channel has pivoted since this to be more intense and harder challenges or what. I guess let me know. Get me a bit more educated, but that really was something crazy to behold. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you for liking and commenting as always. And I guess one final time, if you want to come hang out with me on Twitch and talk to me about how you felt watching this video, I would love to hear that. I'd love to continue the conversation. So feel free to follow my Twitch channel at the top of the description. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, everyone. Much love. Take care. Bye.